Two of the biggest fears that people have in life is change and uncertainty. Those kind of go hand in hand, but that is what is going to come in the future. We don't know. If you don't know what's going to come, you just essentially fear it. Like if you go into the ocean, you're going to fear a shark attack, even though it's not happening, because it has happened before. It's the worst case scenario. It is uncertain, the unknown. So fear of the unknown, fear of change. But how do you stay ahead of that curve? It's all about taking action, but it's all about taking action and changing when you're already at a good spot. So here's the thing most people don't understand. Change is inevitable, but change when you are at a spot in your life where you think, okay, I'm just going to hang out here. I'm just going to chill at this spot. No, that's going to eventually lead to your downfall, demise, complacency. Continue to change, continue to grow. One of the coolest stories that can really show you how important this is to change, continually change at the top, the Golden State Warriors. 2015, 2016, they won their first NBA championship. They're coming off this championship. The NBA at the time was all about throwing the ball into the big man, into the post, near the hoop, score 2 points close to the basket. The Warriors weren't doing that. I mean, they were kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They were shooting threes because they were smaller. They didn't have the pieces. And they would also try to put it in the post. So they're a little bit of a mixture of both. But in the offseason, after they were at the top, after they won the championship, they made a statement that they were going to shoot more threes than they were twos. That's unheard of. That is changing the game, literally. And now we all know the NBA is a three-point shooting league, but they were doing something that nobody else was doing. And everyone's looking at them like, crazy, why would you do this? You're already at the top of the game. Why won't you just keep doing what you're doing? Because they knew the only way to grow was to continue to change. Continue to go outside the box. Continue to grow and learn by doing something different. And they did. They shot more threes than twos, and they go on to have the best record in NBA history that season. So think about where you're at in your life right now. You at a good spot? Maybe. You're okay? Bad? Like, are you bracing for what's to come and all the doom and gloom that people are saying? Or you want to stay ahead of the curve? Continue to change. Even when you get comfortable, continue to change, and you will grow. The only way to do that is to embrace the change and take action. Okay, unbelievable here. My new favorite product for health. Crazy that I hadn't heard of this before. Pendulum. PendulumLife.com. Let me break this down for you. Okay, so we know that glucose spikes is what makes us fat, added fat. They have Pendulum Glucose Control, which supports your metabolic health. Metabolism is the key thing to burning fat, staying in great shape. This glucose control, it helps lower your glucose spikes, boost your metabolism, supports gut health. Yeah, you better believe I'm using that. And they have what's called Akkermansia. Okay, so check this out. This is the first and only brand, Pendulum, to offer Akkermansia. It is the key strain for gut health. It nourishes and regulates the gut lining, which we know the gut lining, the gut microbiome, is basically like our second brain. They feed each other. Akkermansia nourishes the gut microbiome, helps you support a healthy weight, and literally helps you stay healthy and not get sick over time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, seriously, I've been using this and my gut is awesome. Glucose control, awesome. Feel with a ton of energy. Haven't been getting sick. Pendulum, pendulumlife.com. They are changing the game in probiotics. No longer do you have to guess. That's the worst. You order something from Amazon, you're like, yeah, I hope this works. Yeah, you don't have to guess anymore. Pendulum is changing the game of gut microbiome. And just for you, for listening to this podcast, code DAVID20 at checkout. Go to pendulumlife.com. Notes, well, this will be in the show notes. This is PENDULUM life.com. Code DAVID20. I'm telling you, this, it's the real deal. Check it out. So if you look up the number one searched question that people want, it is, how do I find happiness? Everybody wants to be happy. I think we can generally agree on that. So the key to happiness, well, first let's break down happiness. Happiness is actually fulfillment, feeling a life of being fulfilled. But the way to get to fulfillment, the way to get to happiness is the vehicle of action. Happiness doesn't just happen. You don't just sit around wishing and hoping. You find happiness and fulfillment through taking action and looking at life as an exhilarating journey, an exhilarating adventure. Like, think about it. You're Magellan. You're the greatest explorer in the world. And every single day is a new exploration. You're learning, you're growing, you're discovering new lands, and that's fulfillment. You're never going to finally make it there. There's no top of the mountain. There's no point where you like, all right, I made this much money or I got this success. I'm done. I'm over. I know a lot of people that think that, a lot of very successful people, and they're not fulfilled. The most fulfilled people has nothing to do with the money that they make, the success they have, but it's knowing they're on an exhilarating journey of growth in themselves so they can better others. That is what happiness is. That's how you reach happiness, and you only do it by taking action.
That feeling when you are just recharged, you don't have any sickness, no ailments, you have full, optimal energy, you are functioning at your highest level. You want to recreate that? Yeah, sure, you do, I do, we all do. And then you can times it by 10. What I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind. So hold on here. This is real. Hyperbaric chamber. If you don't know what it is, look it up right now. Look up Eleve Health. ELEVE health.com. It's an oxygen miracle. What it is, HBOT, the hyperbaric chamber. It's a simple and non-invasive therapy where you go into this. It places a body in a pressurized environment that allows extra oxygen to dissolve in the blood plasma and travel freely throughout your circulatory system, getting more red blood cells flowing naturally to the body's function. It's going to help you kill off any harmful bacteria. It's going to help you detox, increase your oxygen concentration, resist and fight infection, heal wounds faster, improve oxygen supply, reduce swelling, stop infection, lower inflammation, all while you're relaxing in the chamber. I kid you not. This is what the pros, the top Olympic athletes, what everybody uses for the highest optimization recovery. This is called Hyperbaric Chamber, HBOT, from Eleve Health, ELEVE health.com. Message me separately, too, if you want to get a specific deal on this. Check it out as you're a sports team, if you're an individual, if you're just somebody who loves optimization. It will be an absolute life changer for you.
So taking action is not about a lack of motivation. It is literally lacking clarity and intentionality. So actions, they're about getting, Cut. Run back. Action is not about a lack, cut. Taking action is not about a lack of motivation. It's a lack of clarity and intentionality. And actions aren't about wanting to get to a certain destination of where you're getting, but they're about who you are becoming. Every action is a vote for who you are becoming. Never a final destination, but always a journey and a process. And I know we've all heard it's all about the journey. It's all about the journey. It is. It truly is. There's no end point of when you take action, of where you get to. You're going to be fully fulfilled when you get there. So habits. Everybody talks about habits. So why are they so effective? They are motions that signify and signal our process and progress. Ah, shit. Wrong word. Cut. Back. Cut. Restart. Can I keep going? Yeah. Oh. So taking action is not about a lack of motivation. It's a lack of clarity and intentionality. Actions aren't about getting where you want to get. They are about who you are becoming. There's never a final destination in it. You never get to a point you're like, okay, I made it, I'm done, I'm good. It just doesn't happen. It's all about the journey, and I know we've all heard it, that joy is in the journey, and it can become cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. And these habits and actions are synonymous. Habits are actions that get you to where you are wanting to go, who you are becoming. And why are they so effective? They are motions that signify progress. They're synonymous. So on the flip side of that, procrastination. So if you're not taking action, you're procrastinating, and that also is a habit. It is a plan, but it is a plan without the main ingredient. That ingredient is action. Does planning without action ever work? No. Does just taking action in general always going to lead you to where you want to get? No, it doesn't. But does it get you closer to where you want to be? To who you are growing into becoming? Yes, it always does. So try, fail, learn, try again in an increased learned state. The past are a series of mental shortcuts from learned experiences to predict where you will be better in the future. Those habits, those actions help you predict your future, create your future, choose your future, who you want to become, only if you take action.